Yeah. Let me hit them cheeks again.
So
wait, I got a question for y'all.
No, wait. Answer. What's the time frame first? Because we just literally 17 minutes.
I just said
so
45.
45 is normal.
7 minutes.
Because you know
45.
you was position changing. It's some.
There's the amount of nuts that the nigga bust matter.
But this also,
Yeah.
I don't know, like this is so hard to
Okay.
talk about because it just depends on like who you fucking. If you fucking somebody for the second time, then you really don't.
Well,
How long is the first time supposed to be? Because men have our standards of what we the first time
can't
to be
really,
lit.
to be honest, I can't give y'all a time frame on the first time because it depends on that situation. So like if a nigga been stupid excited because this has happened to me before, a nigga been stupid excited to talk to you. And then they finally get that chance, and motherfuckers is that excited, they blow that shit, and nigga be like nigga.
Do they re-up though?
We just had
They re-up on the round 2.
I gave a nigga a chance to re-up.
Round 2 lit though. Round 2 supposed to be lit.
Yeah.
Okay. Round 2 supposed to be
But on
like
the contrary, you know, we was talking about this. Well, maybe I don't know if it was on the podcast or not. We might have been in the gym. But there's also times where women will hold sex for so long. By the time a nigga do get it, it's just like,
nigga, you done held the motherfucking
wild
carrot
lazy
in front
doodle.
of the nigga too much that we thought it was gonna be something.
I was still
different.
taking.
I was gonna get to that too. I was just gonna let you talk.
Yeah.
No, we'll go ahead.
So there was a thing I heard before, like, what the fuck? How do I want to word this? Something along the lines of like, oh, that bitch got like she dry, basically. I honestly
don't think a woman will be dry if they really interested in you.
I don't think. I mean, no. Some people are dry. Some bitches are dry.
Yeah.
But for a nigga to be on some like cocky shit and to be like, oh, she was dry, like, nigga don't.
So it's his fault, not hers.
No, it might be her fault too. If
she might not be interested or in the mood either.
Mm-hmm.
And she's probably trying to force it.
Just so this goes along the lines of, I don't know if this has ever happened to y'all before, but a motherfucker, like, say how y'all be in the gym. Mm-hmm. Y'all see bad bitches all the time, whatever. Here's certain shit.
Not ever, but okay.
Well, y'all know.
Yeah,
Y'all know.
We-
So
yeah.
y'all got niggas that done hype a bitch. Y'all fuck the bitch and she, like, nigga.
Cheeks.
That shit was average. It was
well, okay.
I know it's like that for girls.
So wait,
like,
this is the thing. We had this. This is fuck. I don't know how you say it. I don't know how I'm gonna word this. Edit this.
Just
well.
dig a hole.
Edit this well if you need to.
Dig a hole. We'll figure it
so
out
there
later.
are women who be like lit and like niggas be in mad comments and DMing and all that extra shit, and then one nigga finally, none either one of us, but somebody finally crack buns and have the story and be like, yeah, that shit was wild trash. Like all you niggas who are in her DMs or in her comments would not be there if you knew what her pussy was
but is
like.
that nigga a credible person though? This be the thing.
Did
like
he crack a lot of buns?
This is the reason why. One of the main reasons why I mind my fucking business, y'all.
I think the nigga credible. I
want y'all to name drop so bad so I can be like.
I mean, no, the thing was, you can name drop and if you need him to edit it later,
we'll definitely
like we can revisit the
names and
edits.
shit.
Like if you like,
So you need to name drop.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That's snitching. I can name drop. It was me that we were talking about, so I feel like I'm credible. But it's definitely a person who a lot of niggas was like. They still to this day be heat checking. It's not worth it.
Heat check.
It's one of them things where the niggas be like really like, yo, like you can just tell they be doing shit that they normally wouldn't do. Like entertaining dumb shit. Liking, putting hard eyes, all this goofball ass shit. And in the sack, it's just not even it's not lit. So but you would never know
pH
that.
balance out?
That bitch could have been having.
No, I'm not. The hoe's not gonna get that. The hoe we not doing. I'm not gonna bury myself. But it just was the. You couldn't make this shit up. You was like, what the fuck just happened?
You had to be
there. It's just one of the things. Like you like, there was nothing. There was like everything that you thought. Like when a woman says like, oh, she's super wet. Like, oh yeah, that's normal. Everything else is trash. Mm-hmm. So you'd be like, how the fuck?
What makes?
We're not going down that hole. We're not going down that hole.
Listen.
I can't even.
What was you about to say?
Makes her trash?
Everything.
Do we go there with the elevation chart?
I got a question
do we
for
go ahead and just hit the elevation chart?
The elevation chart. So okay. How do y'all think good pussy is?
Wait a minute. Let's stop there because no. You said you got a question, but you said you had a question like 10 minutes ago that you said you wanted to ask us. So let's
remember at this point. We keep going to another.
I got a question. So that goes along the lines of.
everybody is like, yo, this is gonna be
My bad, y'all.
This is a good time to let niggas know that we sponsored by Black Blaze mugs and insured by Wilson.com.
Insured by Wilson.com. Wait, do you got some shit you plug real fast?
I do.
Yeah, do that for our sponsor shit because you're here.
Because I'm here.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all follow Winks and More on Instagram. Winks and More.
Spell that for them.
I got y'all.
We're gonna put it up on the screen, but for the
WINX and more. Licensed esthetician, facials, lashes, cause y'all lashes be motherfucking beat. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, cause y'all know better.
Okay. So we
also Boss Bay Tees. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
What's the app for that? Give them the spelling on that too.
Boss Bay Tees, BOSSBAE. This is just some.
You gotta speak it to the microphone because remember we got listeners and YouTubers. So there's people who gonna see it and some people who ain't gonna see you point to your hat. So you gotta make sure.
No, they're gonna see because I got the extra angle.
So no, but I'm saying for the sake of the listeners, the audio people aren't gonna see you point to your hat. So
also off for my audio people, Boss Bay Tees, BOSSBAE TEES. And Winks and More. That's WINX and MORE. Period. Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. All right. So
and
we got
Instagram,
correct.
AYYY. Oh.
Your name been posted. You go ahead.
You got me.
That shit.
Yeah,
as soon as you walked in, it's probably gonna be there.
All right. So
can't
back to
Photoshop
what
the
I was
audio,
saying.
but what about you? You got something to plug? You
don't do nothing.
I'm just.
What's up with your man's with the silent routine and shit? Cool, it's all good. We respect that.
No,
No,
that's how our friendship is. I don't do shit. He do everything. Yeah. So that works.
I tell them this is the guy you want to talk to. Graphics, websites, all that shit.
Nigga, you gonna do that again?
Yeah.
The first time I didn't even fly because you didn't push record.
Oh shit,
that's crazy.
I still got the footage though. You know, use that native audio.
When he said I ain't do shit.
All right, so I forgot what was the question.
She was about. I think she was about to ask something.
Oh, but she just did a mind fuck.
And then she took the pause for the cause, and then we.
No, because I had to figure. I had to figure out how I wanted to word this. So a lot of the times I've heard men say, "Oh, she looked like she got some good pussy." Like, how
recurring
is that?
theme on the podcast.
And then
I'll let you
how
go
can
ahead
y'all
and field
tell
that one.
like, what's good pussy to y'all?
Okay,
describe it.
So you take the first half of the question and then.
Well, so can I use my scale that we've used for the last couple of years?
The scale,
not the terrorist chart, because we have two scales. So you know how they have like different barometers for different shit. We've had. Okay, I don't know. There was a moment there. No, so we have like two barometers. He has a scale, and I have something I came up with maybe circa 2014. It's called the Boydian theorem, where on a scale of 1 to 10, how is the box if she just laid there?
Now, but you skipping her first part of the question though. She said basically, how do you know it based off of aesthetics and shit?
Niggas be lying to ourselves. Like the walk, the pigeon toes. Sometimes that shit hit different with you got the thigh gap. The pedicure.
Like, oh man, like she looked wild clean. She gotta have some good pussy.
If the skin look wild, like smooth, you be like, damn, she look like she take. And again, if you listen to the other podcast, there's been a situation you had where everything looked like a well-groomed woman, blah blah blah, and her vagina smelled bad.
2-day-old hamburger meat.
So, but again, he couldn't see that when she walked up.
I know she had a smell.
And we had a conversation just before y'all came about the possibility. Like, I don't eat ass. I don't know what he doing his spare time. Jesus
fucking Christ! We had that conversation. You go have that conversation.
It's not. Listen,
it was revisited.
But so check it out. It's some women that might walk by in a regular passing moment, and we're not, hey, what's up, little money? We ain't doing none of that shit. But just like, damn, you know what? If she had soaked in the bathtub and called me over and came to the door in the towel, and she rolled my face and let her shit slide back, I probably wouldn't object to the ass.
Okay, so that's,
you know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. Like, and it ain't based off of nothing besides aesthetic.
It'll be a one-time thing that you've never done before in your life, never said to yourself, and you see one woman, you're like, you know what?
I break the rules. Yeah, no question.
She'd be the one and we have no fucking idea.
The ass right down the street anyway. I mean, right down the
street.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But again, the thing is, like, so for instance, I think a lot of men feel like, if I eat your ass, you're not about to throw it in my face later.
Who does that?
Literally,
nigga, you ate my fucking
I got
ass.
way too
that
much
don't
pride.
sound like us anyway. A
Time
woman
out.
that would do.
Yes, it does.
Some women
that sounds exactly like women, because guess what?
You ain't say that when you was eating my ass.
It's exactly what it comes to.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
you ain't say that when you was eating my ass.
So is it gay for a man to want his ass ate?
Yes,
absolutely. We had this conversation already.
The lick the rim part. Rimming?
Anything? No,
anything past below the balls?
Y'all must not be. They're not regulars.
Oh,
this is true.
So,
the first episode we talked about a girl who like fake speculated about.
I listened to that. The first episode. The girl from the gym.
Yeah, she. No one does that around here. Don't you touch me. I'll fight you. We'll
No, but y'all males got it bad because unfortunately for y'all,
that's where y'all
G.
And guess what? God bless that G spot. I've never explored. It's a
got
cave I'll
something
never
about that
touch.
shit with
We
my-
just
like,
not gonna keep it
not-
G.
not-
We'll
I
keep it
fuck
G.
with
We'll
my-
keep it in
I
every other
think
category
that's
except
why
that.
one time
Gay
they
men
looked at
so
me
brave because
with
they
their death ass eyes,
want
like,
to
bitch.
go
Come
to
out.
that
Have
spot.
you ever realized that gay men have a look as soon as you see them when they walk by?
Yeah.
That's because they had that spot touched. I don't want my spot touched because I don't want to look like that. I don't want to walk through the gym and you automatically say, "Oh yeah, that nigga's gay." I don't ever want that. That button push. Don't activate that shit. Don't
It's
do
gonna
it.
make you walk with that elevated posture.
Exactly. That
Do
nigga
you
chest
think that
out.
that's now? Look, pause. Do you think that that's the same shit to translate over? Remember how we will see a girl like this? She walk like she thinks she got some good pussy. She might. Do you think that's like translates over to
I don't know.
like the
nigga.
gay gene? And how, like,
I don't know that.
I'll let y'all answer that. Like I don't know either. I'm just saying
because
it's
they
a.
walk like that and they
I hate
the
that I'm
little
batting
silent
1,000. I
confidence,
literally can
like-
look at
I
me like,
got
"Oh, that
that
nigga's
shit.
gay." And yeah,
they do that too.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize what you said until they just.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ciearra, for that.
I hate that I made that connection.
Nigga,
in my
I
mind,
didn't
but
go
you
there,
know
see
what I'm
that
saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
they walk like they the shit too because they think they got that shit. Okay.
That escalated quickly.
Okay.
All right.
So second half of the question.
Wait, no,
They
I was just
call it
saying.
back pussy.
So the Voidian theorem has two things. It's a scale of 1 to 10. Is it 0 to 10? 1 to 10. How good is the box if she just lays there by herself? Like on some lazy doodle, just cock one leg, let me do all the work. How good is the pussy by itself? The other scale is how good are the moves and the activity. The whole thing,
The
all
enthusiasm
like
and shit.
Not the pussy quality, how everything else look, the feel, the activity, the energy, all that good shit. And then you put those two together, and that's how you get a good average of this good pussy. And I'm only saying this because niggas know, most niggas, I don't know, you will come across one woman, and you can't figure it out. You will fuck her, and you will bust a nut way too fast. And you say, you know, I'm gonna get
It
right.
ain't got
I'm
shit to
gonna turn
do with
this
a
shit up.
position. It ain't nothing.
That
It's
motherfucker
just
is on its side. It's on its back. It's
hair
in front.
fucking trigger.
You have no
Like, nigga,
fucking
yo, I'm a
idea.
shooter. What the fuck? I didn't know this
So-
motherfucker went off in my pocket and hit random shit and ricocheted
Niggas-
around the
yeah.
room.
Bob, man.
Nigga, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get mad at yourself because you
MC
like
Bob.
when you literally be like, this has never happened to me, and you go back and say, I gotta prove
myself.
Yeah,
redeem
and then it
myself,
happens
man.
again. And you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm going to bed. And you're like, all right, cool.
And it's
you
just as
and
embarrassing
you talk to
as-
yourself for a couple more minutes.
fuck
And
would
you
just happen?
roll back over and try again. And it happens again. You're like,
Yeah.
what the
But
She
that's
didn't
the
even throw
thing,
it
too.
back.
That's
That
the thing
is
too, though. Is like
phenomenal
the
box.
recoil on that motherfucker is crazy too because it's so good. You ain't got to.
How
have
do you
that.
bust another nut? Most nuts take
That,
the second nut take the grip.
Well,
typically.
Yeah.
You know, us women are doing evaluations in our head now to like, have we ever
You ask
done
yourself,
that to
if you
someone?
and again, if you lay there,
And
you be
if
like,
we done that to someone,
It's gotta be
more
across
than
the
a few.
board,
But the thing is, you gotta ask
Right,
yourself,
more
yeah,
than a few.
because you ask yourself, you know what yourself is. You're like, okay, if this nigga does it this long and this nigga does it this long, I know myself. And when it's that one person, you're like, nigga, this shit, she is defeating me. And we have way too much pride, too much ego. We're trying to figure out how to combat
Finish
that,
him.
and we just keep losing. And you get to the point, you're like, you know what, it's not about me. She just got phenomenal pussy. And you don't really want to tell her because she
Yeah,
probably
not at all.
knows she got good pussy, and that's why she probably lazy. But back to the theorem, that's why she doesn't have to work so hard. So her
And then
pussy's
some
so
women
good.
overinflate the value because they think they got that shit and think they ain't got to work that hard and the box is trash
Have
and they
you
sit
ever
there
ran
and it's a
into a bitch
fucking
that-
recycling bin.
Have phenomenal pussy. Didn't have to work that hard,
But
did
does.
anyway.
That's when the
That's
double
the
up. That's the
anomaly.
double
That's
up.
the-
That's
yeah.
when you get both sides of the theorem. That
Yeah.
shit shoot up and you see rockets. And you get mad because you can't even enjoy this shit so much because all these moves is almost
That's
too
the thing.
much.
But
You gotta
that's
flip her
that's
over
the
and get out
anomaly
the
though.
way.
That's like the exception to the rule because you got women like that don't give head because they don't have to.
No,
Yes.
can't be.
Shit like that.
But
Now,
mind
that's
you,
just
let's
a
imagine,
small
if
example.
your
Or they
pussy
don't
is
do
so
certain
good,
things
you
because
don't have to suck dick.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You're
Yeah.
like, I ain't
Yeah.
gotta suck nobody's dick because my pussy great. And a nigga's not gonna argue with you because as soon as he get in, he's like, damn, this shit is really that good.
and that's the level that I'm saying that of good
I
pussy.
think
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
how
How do you
I
have
feel
sex
about
and not
myself.
suck dick?
And
Would you-
but
would you
as
say-
far as sharing myself with another woman and my man,
Wait, say it
Wait,
again.
one more
You gotta
time.
bring
like,
that back.
I feel like I got such good pussy that there's no extra pussy that will touch this and my man at the same time. There's no threesomes happening
Okay.
because mine's is enough.
But sometimes it don't be about how fire your shit is though. It's just that experience. Like,
Yeah.
That's what it's been for me. I mean, I never thought I'd eat pussy, but don't hold
that
me.
That escalated quickly.
This is a well.
Don't hold me.
See, me personally, I've never dug in the lady pond.
Me 3
but
years
I
ago,
do
I'd be like,
not
bitch, I'll beat your ass.
judge.
You say some
I
gay
don't
ass shit.
judge.
Now I'd be like,
Yeah.
you want to eat what, bitch? What? Come on, man.
You know what?
Did you brush-
I've always said, if you want to eat mine, I'm not going to reciprocate. But if you want to go down there, okay.
Amen.
But I'm just not sharing shit else
All
with
right, since you're here with that, do women really do it better than men?
Do women do
I
what
need
better
to
than
hear
just sex?
that.
You mean,
No, they eat box better than men.
I mean, I don't know, man. The bitches want to hang out with me randomly and shit now. I know these bitches from the
But do they do it better? Like,
Do they
is
eat
their
box
head
better?
more fire than
I
a man?
I gotta be 100% honest, because that's who I am. The bitches that I've had this experience with ain't been no real. They talk a big game, but them bitches ain't no freaks.
Oh, so it's like they're
So
not.
it's been
They,
like-
they're just
it's-
doing it for the sake of
It's
doing
kind
it.
of like,
So let me
I don't know,
interject
y'all
just to
never had this
piggyback
bad
on what you
head?
said.
but it's
We
just
had
like,
a
I'd
talk
rather you
yesterday.
not do it.
But you said
Wait. We had to
Go
talk
ahead,
yesterday.
what?
I said no head. I said bad head is better than no head. He was like, nah.
No,
Yeah, no head,
bad
no
head.
Save it.
I didn't know
Yeah,
how
no, I
bad
don't
bad
want-
head
yeah.
was until he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah. I was like,
Yeah.
because back in the day,
You
niggas
down
like,
there like a kitty with it.
Don't be,
if a
Don't
nigga,
be
but
out
back in the day,
down
so
there.
when we were younger, niggas be like, if we get some head, we lit. Like even if it's trash, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
at least she sucked my dick though. So we feel good in our ego again. But he was like, nah, nigga, if it's bad,
No, I'll let, especially if a girl think, no, let me do it, and they don't want to take the instruction and shit like that, and like they swatting their head away. I'm like, all right, cool, bitch, chewing the bubble gum then, because I'm gonna let my dick get soft.
But you know,
And I'm gonna just let you look stupid.
But
And
you
that's
know,
going for-
some men like certain things differently too.
Yeah, and I mean, like if we tell you, like, yo, like your head's not good, and
It's-
you're like, no,
yeah.
let me just do it anyway. We're like, all right.
It's
like,
buttons to the
Y'all
combination.
prefer
You know
women
what I mean?
with no gag reflex?
I need the gag reflex. I don't need to test it out. I need all of that. I'm gonna treat them like they don't have a gag reflex, but I need the gag.
No, yeah,
reflex, you know what I'm
I
saying?
need
You know
my
what I mean?
ego stroked a little bit. Like, you're not about to just make my shit disappear, and I'm just like, wow, like, damn, you just.
Hey, you
make
ain't gonna
me-
cough or
Hey,
nothing.
You're gonna emasculate me, make me feel insecure about my life. What's
Go
what we
ahead,
not
yeah.
gonna do?
Wow.
Because if you ain't got no gag reflex, I'm like, it was just that easy. So now I gotta
Right.
talk to myself.
Right.
It's like
You gotta give yourself a pep talk. It's okay, champ.
if you
know
fuck
what
a
I'm
chick
saying?
with an ass that's too fat and your dick looks smaller because her ass is too
Mm.
big, you're like, damn, she not even acting like I'm hitting it because her ass is in the way. It's not me, it's her. But that's how I feel with the
Too
whole
much
gag
ass
reflex.
is too much ass.
No, it's just when you look at it.
No, but it's
What you?
too much ass. Too much ass.
No, I think the ass is relative to the body frame. Like I done had like I'm telling way too much.
Yeah,
But
I lost already. I've been
yeah.
lost. It's
So
gonna
fuck
be-
it. We already here,
You
right?
can edit.
It's
So
a gun
I ain't
shoot.
editing
It's a-
shit.
it's a
No,
shootout.
no,
We
we
stupid
ain't
like
doing
this.
that.
I know
No,
I'm mad.
we
That's
ain't
why I
doing that.
do
We already
stupid-
committed. This is
Hey,
we some stupid
ain't
shit in the
edited
gym.
shit.
Like we
This
here.
nigga edited one
We
word
here.
out of all
Yeah,
5
yeah.
episodes, and
Yep.
it was one word that we had to edit. I was
Yep.
like, fuck
And
it.
then we ain't even no PC niggas.
And
Be like, you know
wait,
what?
wait,
Let's
that
take
means
that word out.
You can't edit the names from yesterday.
Nigga, I'm editing those things for several reasons.
All right,
you know,
whatever.
and we'll
That's
talk
all
about that later. But yeah, it's still funny as shit ever. Lost my train of thought. What happened?
We was talking about good head, bad head.
your range of ass.
Oh, okay. So
Wow.
yeah.
used to fuck with this like real skinny girl. She had like
Ass underneath
when you
the
busted out the
pants.
Rizap.
I'm telling you, they better stop.
Busting out the bando.
It fell out. It fell out and filled out, and he hit like the ace deuce position. You know what I'm saying? Face down, ass up, and it was a fucking game changer. And I would not know what to do
And
with my
them
life.
cheeks be flapping, don't
Clapping and
on
flapping and hitting the
everything.
abs and shit, and all the abdominals, and I
Nigga
just be
was
like,
back there
yo.
clapping.
Hey, feel like I got hit by a bad wave in Hawaii and Waimea Bay. Fucking get swept
He's
under,
splitting.
get up disoriented. My glasses is knocked off, all the cool knocked out of me and shit. Looking
the
around to see
coins
who
knocked
see
out
me.
your
Nah,
ass.
yeah, for real.
Mario
All the
Kart
Sonic
and that
rings,
shit, huh?
you know what I'm saying? Lost them all.
Yeah,
so
we really
it's
don't-
relative.
yeah.
Like a big booty just ain't like always lit just because it's big. You know what I'm saying? Then you got big ones that ain't round and they just big just for the sake of being big. That ain't that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the way. You know what I mean?
Bubbly.
Can we talk
So
about
it's
like,
just
the shape and the
something's
proportion
well
is the way-
proportioned.
yeah.
That like that shit is.
We have a big talk about ankles. Like if you thick,
the calf to ankle ratio.
if your ankle tapers up to like the small calf and then it gets wider at the thigh, that shit fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you got the cankle, you're like, oh man, it's cool and all, you still thick. But when your ankle is like this fucking big and then it get wild, like wide at the top, that's a game.
And I think that's also
That's the
just
one.
us getting older and maturing. You know, the maturation of us as
Bitch
young
gotta
men.
have perfect ankles, man. It's hard.
It's not. What it
No, it's
becomes,
okay. You ain't gotta have
what it ends up
perfect
being
No,
though.
it's literally
Nah.
it's a bonus. Like
Yeah,
if you
it
get
is.
the tiny ankles, be like,
You
And
see
you
what
know what
y'all
I'm
do to
saying?
us?
lit.
I
What
see
it
the
ends
bitch
up
take
being.
her whole
She
ass
looking
chin
at
off. Her whole chin is gone. Natalie Nunn.
That's
did you
not-
see
Oh,
her?
she had the McDonald's moon pie face though.
Yeah,
That's
she-
the
Everything
Moon Man
is
Mac
gone.
Tonight face.
It's gone.
She got
You
rid
see
of
what
it?
you
She did get
niggas
rid
do
of that
to
shit.
us?
No,
That was
she did that to
different.
herself.
She
That was
went on-
bitches that
she
did that
went
to
on
her. 'Cause
fucking
y'all
TV
do that for
with that
y'all.
face.
All
She
niggas
was
gotta
dead.
worry
Fuck you
about
was
is
doing.
receding ass hairline. Bitch, you
I'm-
gotta
that's
have
what
perfect
I said.
ankles.
No, or you just don't go on TV.
Or
You
you
the one.
just-
You went
or
on
you
TV
just
and
work
acted
out
a whole
on
ass.
You go
Nigga,
on
what?
TV, but
What
don't
workout
come
is
for
for the
nobody.
ankle?
That's what I'm saying. You
There's
can't-
no possible workout for the
You
ankle.
can do
Got
this.
that
Shoot.
motherfucking
No,
grease in
Grab
Then you're
that
TV
shit
the-
ain't
remotes.
gonna- if fat like to store itself right there, you
I can't help my fat pockets. On
The whole
my-
thing,
can't
the whole
help
thing
it
is
about
it's
that
about
diabetes.
overall proportion.
Got a
So you
fucking
got
thyroid.
different, like especially as we get older, I think that
Right.
you got different things that like, oh now I like hips, you know what I'm saying, and if it accentuate the ass in a certain way and then it taper off into the thighs, which is what fucks you up is like when these bitches get these ass surgeries and they look like fucking ass kebabs because their legs so skinny, the legs don't match the butt, shit like that. It's not all about the ankles. That's just one little extra little caveat that makes the shit lit. You know what I mean?
Fuck, man, my bad. I'm
No, it's like the thigh gap. We didn't know why we liked thigh gaps at
Yeah.
first. We was
Nigga
like,
said,
why the
I got
fuck?
a thyroid problem. You can't fucking call me for
got
that.
thyroid. My thyroid.
Hey,
is
guess what
cutting
though?
up. Y'all niggas
But
talking
that
about
just
my
means
pussy.
you just lost 15 points, you know, because you just
Niggas
haven't
can't help it if they got diabetes.
Nigga couldn't help it if her sugar was low that fucking night.
She had some
was
swelling,
gonna pass out.
too much
And she
sodium in her
was
diet. Hey.
And I'm looking at my grandma, her fucking fat ass, like, damn, you got gout or you got good pussy. Like, what is it, my nigga? I need to
Might
know.
be both.
Hey,
And she
my-
just cooking, though, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
the
How
she
many
really
kids
probably
she got?
both.
Goddamn.
She probably
That's
got
how
both.
you knew. No birth control either.
But then also, like I said, there's also many a women like with they have good pussy, and you would never know they had good pussy because you would look at them and be like,
That's my grandma.
She said her grandma got good pussy. That's why my grandma got pussy.
well, I was yeah.
Niggas, they get married at 15, they definitely got fired.
On me. Them niggas was on to something back in the day.
You know, every-
Granny
I'm
had
a
the
But was
13.
it was
down,
it,
she
time out.
can't go
Was it good
nowhere.
pussy or like the early pussy? Because if Nick, we had to talk last night. The first time I had raw pussy, game changer. I thought I was about to fuck her life up after stroke 3. I said, whoa, I'm about to bust a nut. We both gonna be parents very soon.
I was
Because that
packing
raw
bags. I
pussy
thought I was
hit
gonna have to run
totally
away.
different. Nigga, it was
Or
over.
like she
I was-
pregnant.
literally, nigga wouldn't stop fucking. I was like, that third stroking, like, nigga, this is totally different than that condom sex I was having all summer.
Condom sex is trash.
like turkey bacon?
I ain't looked back since the 70s.
Niggas-
Niggas been fucking
Hey,
raw
I tell
since the
everybody,
80s
you
low.
get so mad when you get out of a relationship. You're like, fuck, I gotta actually start wearing a condom again. This shit.
This is one of the reasons
Did you
why.
make that face like it's just a no?
That's why. That's like me and my thing. Me, no, no, man. I'm like, I don't know.
This is I gotta be fucking real. This is so crazy. Like, this is one of the reasons why I don't have sex like that. I don't fuck with casual sex like that. Cause nigga, I ain't fuck with a condom since Juvie them took over for the 99 and 2000.
Damn.
And
Like
I ain't even lying. But I
Since
also
Turk
don't
was skinny.
I don't
That's a
fuck
long
with
ass
people
time.
like that. So
Okay, how do you? What are the indications that you like? I could let you take me down since we know you like.
my shit, I fuck with your vibe. Like, I'm not gonna just see a nigga and he fine and be like, oh, I'm finna go fuck him. Like, no, nigga, we gotta have, like, nigga, do we relate?
Right.
Nigga, if I pass you the ox cord,
But all that
Will
shit.
it be fired?
if I put on this 8 ball of MJG, nigga, is you gonna look at me like I'm a crippy little bitch, or is you gonna know the shit? Do you know the chorus? Do you know the hook?
So if he gets through all that, pull the stick out. We get what?
Ain't nobody just gonna random.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Whenever you get to the point to where it's like, well, we here now. Dick is
See,
out.
but
Man, if the conversation fire, that sexual energy, that tension is gonna build.
I
And
agree
then
with
we
that.
cook.
I
That's how
agree
we
with
cook.
that. Yeah,
I literally,
no question.
I got this charisma.
Well,
I
I'm glad
have
that we
bills.
had a woman
So-
say it because we sound like fucking fuck
we
boys
always-
every time
we
we say
always-
And
shit
you
like
can have
that.
a
You know
nigga.
what I'm saying?
This is us conversing as
adult.
Yeah.
nigga.
But we think that all we have is conversation.
See,
And we be
but-
And the
like,
gang of staff.
If you got all of that,
Conversation in the game.
listen.
if you got all of that, 9 times out of 10, I'm aggressive, so it
So I ain't even got. That's
it
crazy.
translates.
I ain't never did the whole.
I'm the
You got
aggressor
a condom. See, then
in
this
my-
is another reason why I
But
gotta
is
see
it
what your
because-
vibe
Do
is.
Do y'all hold
how your
out
sense
so
of
y'all could
humor
be
is,
the
'cause
aggressor?
It'd have been a couple of times where it'd have been like, nigga, if this nigga pull out a condom and I'd be like, I ain't fucking with that. That nigga gonna be like, this bitch a hoe.
Wait.
Y'all
So
gonna have
if
to
I
edit
pull a
some of this
condom
shit
out,
Nope.
what do you do? Like, you just throw the condom?
No, what was you gonna say?
No,
You
like-
hold on. What?
Oh no, I just didn't
We
know.
all- look,
Because niggas,
We
okay.
all got dirt on each other.
Wait,
now
no,
we
sorry.
shared it with the world. So you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
No,
Might
wait,
as
we've been
well
Gotta
sitting
go.
here. We've always like, so I'm not doing that either.
See?
there's ways where men always feel like we're supposed to have a condom because women have set the narrative where it's like, yo, don't you think you gonna fuck me without a condom? So niggas always got a condom. So now if
Can
we
I
the
tell a
nigga
story
who
there?
Go ahead.
please wait, your story? All right,
You know
bet. Long name my story.
So this is
They up.
statute of limitations 11 years ago. 12,
So
13 years ago.
Bet.
13 years ago. This is one, girl who I would never say I was pressing her, but she would fake press me all the time. But you could tell it was just fake. Like she was trying to keep me on the hook and keep me in her, like orbiting her for fucking attention around these other niggas and I really wasn't ever fucking with it. But then she'd be like, oh, you should call me or you should text me. Why don't you? So like every once in a while we would text and I might forget to text her back or some shit like that. And then we see each other and she's like, you never text me back. And I'm like, yes, I did. And she'd be like, no, you didn't. So long story short, long time passes. One day she ends up hitting me up and I could tell I'm like, yo, she gonna let me smack, right? And it had been situations where she wasn't letting that happen. Like she would like invite me over and shit like that, just would not let me push the buttons.
I fucking hate you, nigga. I don't know how I'm supposed to hold this down. Is that the story? I think it's the story.
This is it. This is it.
All right.
So finally get over there on the faithful night, and I was just like, I don't. And I actually brought this up earlier when he talked about the carrot in front of the donkey. If that motherfucker up there too long, he's like, I don't really want it. But at the same time, like, she's still cool. She's still fine as fuck. And she got this and that going on, whatever. So I'm going to pull up. I really don't want it, but I'm going to still do it just because, like, my subconscious behavior is just telling me to fuck anyway, right? And she cool. And we had built a little rapport, even though I knew she was kind of fake or whatever. So on the way there, I stopped at, like, 3 stores looking for rubbers. And they didn't have what I needed. Right, and it was late, and then like it was like cabinets was locked, and they were sold out, and then it was like every store I went to, the prices got higher and higher, and they still didn't have what I wanted, and I was just like, I could get this other shit. I was just like, nah, it just ain't meant to be, right. And usually when I got my mind made up on some shit like that, I'm just like, nah, this is gonna happen, smack. But I was just like, it hasn't happened so many other times. I'm not gonna be mad if I get over there, and she just really was, I just wanted to see you. Okay, cool, whatever. Still not spending the night. I'm not falling for that shit. So I get over there. And she's like trying to make this shit happen. And I was like, I ain't got no rubbers. We can't do it. And she's like, I got rubbers. And I was like, you don't got what I need. She's like, yes, I do. And she told me. And I was just like, yo, is it the joints with the joint? And she was just like, yeah. So I was like, fuck, I guess so. And we've always been scared to use women's condoms because of all the horror stories you hear about bitches poking holes in condoms and like taking niggas sperms, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, you know what I mean? Like I don't judge women for having they shit, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I have it because, you know what I'm saying, I have toys or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and I put them on my toys so I don't have to wash my toys or whatever. I don't know how the fuck that shit works, so that I guess that kind of makes sense, but it was kind of weird that you had exactly what I needed too. It's like you probably just fuck with a lot of niggas and you don't want to divulge that information. Cool, that's your shit, you know what I mean? But
so did you smash?
Yeah, I did.
Was it fire?
Fucking trash.
Oh
damn, sis.
It was trash. It was trash.
Down.
But you know what? I struggled through and I persisted, and you know what I'm saying. I got the
job
done.
Through.
I did because you know what I'm saying. But it was just like the vibes was off, and I was like the whole time I told this nigga before, during, and after I was getting all these signs. I was like, I should leave, man. I shouldn't be here, but I just did it anyway. And I'm probably a trash ass person for doing that shit though. For still doing it.
Obviously not. She was trash.
Getting back to the condoms though, like I'm not 100% against the shit. Like if it's somebody I'm having sex with for the first time and he puts that shit on. We can do that shit the first time, but the second, that's gonna be it.
So
we have sex one time raw. We go together.